Hi everyone, day 3 at the Cheltenham Festival, Thursday the 12th of March, another belting card. I think this does have the look of a punter's day with Willie Mullins set to dominate. We start off with our daily nap, sponsored by Priced Up. Better goes in the Ryanair Chase at 4 o'clock, 2 mile 4, Grade 1, a fascinating contest in the run-up to it. I think Factor File now looks like he will definitely target this race. He's a high-class chaser, a smooth traveller with a smart turn of foot. He was so impressive at the Dublin Racing Festival, the way he jumped and quick and clear. I think they've always had a slight doubt about him staying the Gold Cup trip, even on drying ground, and the fact he drops back here should suit him ideally. I suspect he'll be ridden positively, and I suspect he'll be 1 or 2 grades above these remaining rivals. He's a short price, but he does look one of the bankers of the afternoon, and what should be a really good afternoon for the punters. Our value angle selection, sponsored by Priced Up, bet goes in the 2 o'clock, the Jack Richards Novice Handicap Chase, a 2 mile 4, Grade 2, and I like Jordan's Cross here at around about 12 to 1 with Priced Up bet. Now, Anthony Honeyball has enjoyed a really terrific season. He's had his horses going well almost from the day one, really, and Jordan's Cross has improved run to run over fences. He did fall when I think he'd nearly have won, in truth, at this track earlier in the season. That came on the 16th of November over this trip, but he's bounced back at Doncaster and at this track since. If you watch back his run on the 24th, he only won by a nose from Quebecois, who's an interesting runner in one of the handicaps here later in the week, but the pair of them, well, they pulled fairly well clear. Since then, the 4th home, Cadeau Saint-Frey, has run an absolute screamer at Kempton. The 5th, Califay on Vol, has bolted up at Kempton. The form has got a very strong look to it, and there's loads more improvement in the tank from Jordan's Cross, the way he's ridden, and I think he's the sort of horse who could really improve for some spring ground. He's a very interesting runner here. He's currently 12 to 1. I think it's a more than fair price. The remaining races at Cheltenham on Thursday, starting off with the 120, a Grade 2 Mares Novice Hurdle over 2 mile 1 of those races that a lot of people don't think should be on the card because it dilutes the quality elsewhere. I think they got a fair point, but it's gifted a really good opportunity for Bambino Fever to win for Willie Mullins. He's got a typically strong hand in the Mares division, and this exciting prospect really impressed when getting off the mark from the front at Fairyhouse in January, finding typically generously to land a short price. There's loads more improvement to come from her after just 2 runs in this space. She is still a bit raw. She'll get a positive ride from Paul Townend, and I suspect she'll bound clear up the hill. She is another banker on an afternoon of short prices. The 240, another mares contest, Grade 1 over 2 mile 4. I like Woodhoo here from the Gordon Elliott yard. Gordon put her up as his best bet of the week at one of the Million preview evenings a couple of weeks ago. She's a prolific, tough, generous finder. She's thriving on her busy racing. She's done it here before. There are question marks about her remaining opponents, and I think she'll take an awful lot of beating. She's going to be a fairly short price, I suspect. The 320, Grade 1, Stayers Hurdle. Well, I think, again, it's a bit of a substandard renewal, and I think T Hoopu can reverse last season's defeat at the hands of Bob Ollinger with this drying spring ground expected to suit really well. Now, he's a 14-time winner, T Hoopu, but it's returned as good as ever this season. We'll get a patient ride from Jack Kennedy, and under these conditions, I think we'll have far too much speed for his old rival. It is a division that lacks many young pretenders, it has to be said. It's a far cry from the days of Barracuda and Big Bucks, but I think T Hoopu has emerged as the clear standout contender here, and he's around about 9 to 4 at the time of recording. The 440, this is much more competitive, a 2 mile 7 handicap hurdle, the finale of this series. Well, I've had my eye on Supremely West since he went on the wrong ground up the inside at one of the meetings at the end of last year in the Soup, and running well despite that. Dan's got a fantastic record at these festival handicaps. He targets them every season, and this one is a smooth traveller. He's crying out for this kind of trip. I think the better spring ground will suit him. Harry will be patient and hopefully swoop up the Cheltenham Hill with a clean run through. Obviously, it's a wide open competitive race, but I do think Supremely West is the standout contender. The 520 to finish up on, the 3 mile 2, Kim Muir, Handicap Chase? Well, there's another plot here. Jericho de Repenay, if you watched his runs back all season over fences, let's just say he's been ridden with extreme patience, having been extremely weak in the market on every single occasion. That's preserved his mark. He's very well treated on the pick of his form, certainly over Timber. A clean rounder jumping over this 3 mile, 2 furlong trip. He can't help but go close. I suspect he's around about 4 to 1. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up a good deal shorter by the time the heavy guns have finished backing him for what looks a race where very few of them have got handicapping upside. Best of luck on day 3 at the Cheltenham Festival, everyone. Please do like and do comment with your own fancies in the comments section underneath. Subscribe to the free channel if you haven't already, and do check out our sponsor Priced Up Bet. There's going to be a million offers and enhancements on these big days at the festival.